Right, good morning everyone, from Colin from Caravanning Adventures. Hope you're all fit and well. As you can see, I'm well wrapped up. It's a beautiful day, a beautiful winter's day, but that Arctic wind is coming down the North Sea, is making it absolutely freezing. On days like this, doesn't it make you wish you were back on your holidays in the south of France? So I'm nearly finished editing all the videos which I made, the vlogs which I made while we were on our caravanning trip to the south of France, to Trevoux. And I'm just putting together our journey back. And we're going to be stopping at Trevoux on the River Saone. And then the last one is going to be up Lac d'Orient. So on this particular journey to Trevoux, 290 miles from Trevoux, we stayed for a couple of nights on Kanopee Village Campsite. So as I was saying, yeah, I'm well wrapped up. It is absolutely freezing, -3. Mind you, saying that, it has been a lot colder in the past, in certain areas. We haven't had much snow where we are, just yesterday for a couple of hours and then it went away. But doesn't it make you wish you were back on your holidays? So thanks very much for subscribing everyone. Hope you enjoy the video, and it does give you some inspiration to get yourself on a caravanning trip or a motorhome trip or whatever down to the south of France and enjoy the decent weather. Bye for now. Enjoy the video. Right, good afternoon. Well, it's only just afternoon. We set off from Trevoux Holiday Marina Resort about 10 to 9 this morning. It's 1:15 now. Temperatures haven't gone down as we got further north. We're about 120 miles sort of south of Lyon. Temperatures have stayed 32 degrees. So we're having our second stop. Just let the engine sort of cool down, have a cup of tea. On the map there, I don't know whether you can see that at all. I think we're round about here somewhere, not far from Valence. It's a good day to set off on a Sunday early, because I wasn't aware of it, but they've got similar rules for trucks in France as they have in Germany, where they're not, unless they're transporting perishable goods, they have to park up from 10 o'clock at night on Saturday night till 10 o'clock on the Sunday night. So the motorway is being pretty quiet. Saying that, service stations have been chock-a-block with trucks. So So it's quite a nice stop off here, lots of picnic benches and what have you. So I'll wander back to the caravan, have a cup of tea, and then we'll get going again for the final leg of our journey. Going to Kanopee Village, just north of Lyon. We're staying because it's a 290-mile drive. We're having 2 nights there. Have a bit of a rest, a few beers tonight maybe, and then one up near Troyes on Tuesday, and then another one on Wednesday near Calais before we get the ferry back to the UK on Thursday. The train just going past. Quite a fast train as well. So back to the van, speak again later, go and have that cup of tea.
Look that. Sun's in this, I think, babe, but I'll give it a go to catch it. $600 yards, babe.
Just sure that it's by the river.
I know. Is there a sign there, Cole? What's that say? No, it's a centre.
Right, good evening everyone. How are you doing? Hope the weather's still nice in the UK. Just a very quick update as to our trip back to the UK. We left Port Grimore about 10 to 9 this morning. That's Sunday the 10th of September. 290-mile drive today. As it's a longish drive, we booked 2 nights at a campsite called Kanopee Village. And it's quite a big site, and it's right on the banks of the river. I think it's pronounced Saone, S-A-O-N-E, if anyone wants to look that one up for me and put us right on that. So I just thought I'd give you just a very quick run around, just around the entrance, because it is a big site. Ideal stop off, probably the route was A8, D25 from Port Grimore to Saint Maxime, D25, then up to the A8, pick up the A7 up to Lyon, A7, where we go then? Right, I think it was followed the signs for the A46, Villefranche, but there was a N346, so if you go around the east side of Lyon, and then the campsite is about 9 miles north of Lyon, in a place called, I'm calling it Trevoux, Trevoux, T-R-A-V-O-U-X. Lovely place. As you see, now when we actually came in, if you've got a big motorhome or a caravan, don't go down there. There's too many trees down there. Just park up near the entrance and then have a look around how you're going to get on your pitch. Ideal stop off for one night or a couple of nights. This is. I noticed there's quite a few people who are not even bothering unhooking. Did you hear that? Someone crashed some bottles in the garbage. Quite a few people have not bothered to unhook, so they're just obviously here for the one night. The pitches are massive. I'll just walk down to the riverside. A lovely welcome from the lady on reception. Speaks English as well, which helps. Ordered me bread for the morning, €1.30. Right, this is a side gate. They do say that this river does flood, so there's a lot of the like chalets are actually on stilts. But I'll have a good look around the site tomorrow and get that video on and edited when we get home. So I'm just walking down to the river now. Well, that was like, what, 50 metres away from where the caravan is. I can see he's having a couple of nice walks here tomorrow. Well, I'll get this, I'm on unlimited internet, which actually runs out tonight, so I'll get this on so that you've got an update as to our trip tonight. And then I'm back on sort of normal roaming with O2. So 2 nights here, another stop off at Troyes before we get up to Guinea near Calais to get the ferry back on Thursday. We're still on holiday. I don't know about you guys, but I don't believe in sort of just driving down, drive without any proper stops. It's all part of the holiday, isn't it? Yeah, stopping off at various places on the way to your destination. It depends what you're doing, like, obviously, and it's everyone's choice. And I have done that in the past, where I've just went and just stayed in service stations and things like that when I've been down to Spain. But these days I tend to book my campsites, and that's what I've done on this trip. Nice view that, isn't it? Yeah. Thanks very much for watching the videos, by the way. I've had quite a few new subscribers this last few days, which is brilliant. So if you haven't subscribed already, I'd really appreciate it if you can like, comment and subscribe. The beer has been in the freezer for a little while now, and it deserves to be drunk. So I'll say bonsoir, or should I say bon soiree. Good evening from Colin, Pockers Old Bean. All the best, guys. Good morning everyone, Pockers Old Bean here. Caravan Adventures with Pockers Old Bean. After our 290-mile drive from Port Grimore yesterday, I've had a very restful night. Just had a little wander outside the campsite. The bridge I'm looking at is a suspension bridge just for cyclists and pedestrians, and just watching a boat just going underneath it. It's a beautiful morning. It's just around about 9 o'clock and it's still getting up for 30 degrees already. Now I thought the further north you went in France it would get a little bit cooler. How wrong was I? About 30 degrees, 29, 30 down in Port Grimore. You're looking at 35 up here. It was very warm. However, saying that, we did have a very restful night. Nice sleep last night. So we're going to have a nice walk around Trevoux today. I don't know whether I said it already, but we're staying on Kanopee Village Campsite, which is right next door to the river here, in Trevoux in France. I've said it was about 9 miles north of Lyon. It's probably just a touch more than that, and it's not too far off the motorway either. Loads of people have left this morning, so I guess it is used for one night only by people travelling up to the north of France, Germany, etc, etc. So I'll carry on having a little walk around. I'll have a walk over the bridge and I'll show you what that's like in a minute. Yes, I'm just walking over the suspension bridge. Before this was actually built, the locals had to pay a ferryman to ferry them across the river and on a boat. So this was built in 1850, 1851 to connect the two towns. Can't remember the name of the other town on the other side. Connecting Trevoux with its neighbour on the other side of the bank. Lovely views this morning. I think you'll probably agree. Have a little scan around. There's a lot of history here. Apparently going back in the day, round about 14th, 15th, 16th century, something like that. This part of France, Trevoux, was actually an independent state. It had its own tax laws, very favourable. So back in the day it was called the Monaco of this area, and there was goldsmiths here, and with the favourable tax rates you had a lot of rich people sort of moving to this area. It was assimilated into France in the 1700s apparently, and then eventually lost its independent status. And then was properly assimilated into France. So if you're ever in this area, coming up the A46, A7, Lyon, A46, I think if we came again, I think I could probably do a couple of days here actually. Instead of just doing the 2 nights, I think I could easily do 3. Just carry on the walk over the bridge. Have a look in this. If I look on this side, it's right in the sun, so you might not be able to see it properly. Doesn't actually say the name of the town on the other side. Probably will at the other side of the bridge, I would think. Tourist boats come down here so you can get a river trip. And it joins up with the Rhone, even bigger river. And what I didn't know was that the Rhone actually goes right down to the south of France. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that little walk over the suspension bridge. Just a very quick look around on the river, and back to the van, have a bit of breakfast, see what our plans are for today. Bye for now. Right, good morning again. Just going to have a little walk through the campsite. This is the narrow road that we had difficulty getting the caravan through last night, so we had to reverse back. Big trees and concrete structure on the left. So as I was saying, if you do come here, then park up at reception, have a little walk around, see what your access route is going to be like into your pitch. All these pitches were full last night, and as I was saying earlier on in previous video, a lot of people hadn't even bothered unhooking, so they're obviously just staying for one night, and they all went first thing this morning. The barrier's open at 6 o'clock in the morning, so you can get going early. Up that A46 or down that A46. That's a toilet block over there. It's currently closed. If you're in this area though, if you do get in, there probably is an easy way of getting in. But you're quite well shaded on this one. I think I was saying earlier in the earlier video that there is a possibility of flooding here in heavy rain, so they put some of the chalets up on stilts. Have you seen them?
I never thought. I was thinking it's for the view.
It's like out in the Far East or somewhere like that, you see, isn't it? You see chalets on stilts. So it's quite a big site. One thing I did notice though, which fortunately I read it on the reviews, no toilet paper in the toilets. No hand dryers, anything like that.
That's got a great view.
Yeah, we'll have that one has. We'll have a walk past that one. Kanopee Camping Village. These ones here have got fantastic view over the river.
I'd be on there all day.
Out in your deck all day. Yeah, you could have a holiday in its own right down here, couldn't you?
Yeah.
You could come down here for a week. There's plenty of things to do if you're into cycling, walking. I had a chat with the guy who does the boats, which is just on the other side of the fence. He only does group bookings, but what he does do, he has got one boat which he hires out just for a maximum of 4. You don't need a licence to poodle up and down the river. You can get that for about an hour.
How much you pay more for that?
I think it was about €50. Spoke a little bit of English. but they run until the end of October. Say again?
Some benches.
Yeah. So at the moment there's only one sort of shower block in operation, which is where your chemical toilets are, and when you fill in your water, water points to the push button as well. Just coming to the end of the campsite. Right, so we're at the end of the campsite now, so I hope you enjoyed that little look. It wasn't really a look around, it was just a walk down the path, showing you the chalets and some of the pictures. But I hope you enjoyed it anyway. And we'll speak again a bit later on.
I just want you close to me. Though we have a rivalry, we've been on this battlefield. Will you just take off your shield? Please just take off your shield. Out of food and gasoline, fighting like we are machines, but we're just scraps and broken wheels. So would you just take off your shield? Please just take off your shield. I'm not fighting anymore. Neither one of us are winning this old stupid war. So I'm not fighting anymore. I'm throwing all my weapons down on this bedroom floor. So be my honey once again, and let's be lovers till the end. Remember how the good times feel, and just take off your shield. Honey, just take off your shield.
another one waiting here as well. I wonder how you get on these.
I just want you close to me. Though we have a rivalry, we've been on this battlefield. Will you just take off your shield? Please just take off your shield. Out of food and gasoline, fighting like we are machines, but we're just scraps and broken wheels. So would you just take off your shield? Please just take off your shield. I'm not fighting anymore. Neither one of us are winning this old stupid war. So I'm not fighting anymore. I'm throwing all my weapons down on this bedroom floor. So be my honey once again, and let's be lovers till the end. Remember how the good times feel, and just take off your shield. Honey, just take off your shield.